Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna apologize ahead of time because you're gonna hear a lot of howling from the winds. It's a windy day here in New York City. It's also cloudy, so it might rain later on. The way it looks, it's starting to darken up a little bit. But anyway, enough of the weather report. I really have been thinking a lot since my last video, and been going through a lot of changes emotionally. Now, when I last put out the video, I was talking, I was pretty much almost venting and talking about how important it is to have balance. Now, I want to dedicate this video to one of my family members that recently, a few days ago, her brother passed away unexpectedly. And so the purpose of this video is not so much of focusing the tragedies of people's lives, but how important it is to really take notice on our daily lives and make the necessary changes that needs to be made. Now, I personally have been very open with you guys regarding about my history with dealing with not only toxic partners and toxic family members, and dealing with very depressing moments in my life. But I also want to focus on also is the fact that out of that toxicity in life, there's always positive changes that can be made. And I will never advocate to anybody that I live a perfect life. I'm always happy. I'm always a go-lucky. I do have bouts of of moments of depression. I'm still very human. As of lately, I have been feeling. You see, I'm already about to cry. But the thing is, what makes me different from everybody else is that I'm willing to be very vocal and share my experience with everyone here through this platform. I am constantly fighting. But I thank God with my spirituality and the love of my family and my children. I always find the strength within everyone to keep pushing forward. Yes, and there are times that I do feel alone. Because, you can't really connect with anybody that is sincere. That's the honest truth. Yes, you could talk about things with family members up to a point, but you can't overburden them with your thoughts and things that you're experiencing at the moment. I mean, I have been pretty much trying to deal things out with, on my own. And it's hard. But the thing is that I always keep the faith in God, and always keep the communications with God open on whatever I'm feeling at the moment. So even though I might not have the physical relationship with bonding with people, I have it with family, close family, but to the point of on a daily basis, saying, hey, this is what's going on with me. I'm not feeling great today. I don't have that luxury to do that with people. I've encountered a lot of times that people are always insincere. They want to hear the good gossip, or you get a lot of haters. They want to see you in your worst. And unfortunately, people don't realize that karma is very real. I have personally seen people going through that sometimes, they don't understand what another person's situation, what they're going through, until something really happens to them. And then they're just like, oh, wow. And I'm not throwing, any type of insinuation with anybody. That's not what I'm trying to do. But it's just sometimes you got to be kind to others, especially on the time of need. Because you never know what life can throw at you. Because you could be that same person on the other end, experiencing the same pain and frustrations that your fellow human is going through. And unfortunately, for me, I just keep my circle very small. Very, very small. I'm here to sometimes, listen. But now I'm learning is that it's okay to back out and give yourself that self-care more. And this past week, it has been really rough. I've been putting out, TikTok videos, but it's not because I'm looking for the attention. It's something that I'm trying to build that balance with myself. If I put out a selfies, because I'm sure all of you who see me on Facebook, on my vlog page, always putting out selfies. And you know what? On those moments that I'm putting out those selfies, that I'm looking cute and putting on my makeup, it's not because I'm thriving for the attention to say, oh, she's looking really good today. But it's just those are moments that I'm trying to say, hey, you're doing good. Keep pushing. Keep pushing yourself. That's my way of motivating myself, is keep pushing forward. You are doing great. And I'm constantly building, the balance within myself. It's not so much, to get you guys sick of me and it's like, oh, she goes another selfie. But I just do it is because I think it's important. That sometimes you're not going to get that praise from others. And you give your own self that praise to say, hey, you're doing good, girl. Keep it going. Keep putting your best face forward and keep pushing. And I think it's very important to do that. And it's not because I'm trying to be very full of myself, because that's not who I am. And people who really know me, they know me, that I'm not about that. But it's always good to motivate yourself. And when I put out those TikTok videos, it's not like, well, she's trying to be sexy, she's too old for that. I don't care. I'm building my own sense of balance. And balance is always important. I also learning not to take myself too serious, because it's hard to put out these type of content of sharing myself and sharing experiences and my thoughts. It takes a lot of inspiration. I also look at things in life, but sometimes what, I can't be always like straight serious to the point. It's okay to let my hair down, have fun with myself, not take myself too seriously. I'm not trying to cover up any pain. But you know what? Get in touch with the fun side of me. Because you know what? There's many aspects of me who a lot of you might not know. And when I put out those videos, it's just all for fun. And try to look at the light side of life. And I've been doing that. I've been concentrating a little bit on TikTok, but it's just more for fun than anything. And I think it's important to build those two balances, TikTok is let my hair down, and YouTube is whatever comes my way, and I share it with you guys. But I have been feeling that the pain, the sadness creeping up, and I have been dealing with it. And all I can say is, it's okay that if those moments of life really hits you, it's okay to feel pain. But please stay conscious of not bearing that pain, because that's where becomes things become a little bit scary, when you lose yourself completely in the pain and not see the bright side of life. I came a lot, went through my childhood, in my adult years, that I've been in that side of darkness, to the point that I did things to myself to hurt myself. And that's why I think a lot of people don't like me, especially people that I've encountered, in my life, that I have a tendency to see people through their illusions. Sometimes they put themselves looking like the world is wonderful, but I could see through their eyes the pain they're experiencing at the moment. And no matter how much you want to display that my world is fine, everything's great, I could see through the bullshit and know the same type of, I'm going to say, the same type of signs of severe depression that someone could have. And when I bring it out to people, sometimes people don't want to hear that, and then they can't believe that I actually noticed it. Or sometimes they will think that I'm just not being compassionate because I'm not doing a certain reaction for them when they're experiencing those moments of pain. But best we know that I do understand. I do understand that pain and that sadness. But the difference between me and the next person is that I'm not hiding it. Again, I attribute to this is through the positive family system that I have. My sisters, my aunt, they have been, and even my children, especially my children, they have been my greatest support system to keep me going each day. And know that I'm not alone. And, on those moments that I'm sitting here in my room, and I hear that wind getting stronger, but I know that even if I don't have anyone that I can turn to at the moment, I always fold my hands and pray to God to help me through this. And believe me, I do get, um, I get definitely information being channeled through me on the things I need to do. And it has been very, very fulfilling to know that there's ways to go about the things that I'm feeling at the moment. So please know anybody that is going through this. Don't give up on life. Don't give up on yourself. Find your support system. Even if you can't get it through your family or friends. Because sometimes, if you're surrounded with toxic friends that going through their own stuff, sometimes those are the friends you don't need to keep attaching yourself with. That's when you need to make a lot of changes and cut out the toxicity of family or friends that don't want the best for you. Because you know what? This is your life. You make the necessary changes. And I keep saying that in other videos. You have to sometimes make the necessary changes to really make the positive change for yourself, that what is right for you. I made my changes in life. I cut out people that I just did not resonate anymore with. It could be colleagues, it could be friends, even family. Sometimes if you're feeling very alone, you're not alone. You're definitely not alone. You could always find the resources that you need to get you back on your feet. Even if you have to turn around and get therapy through, a psychologist that you could really connect with and can really help you through the process. Because believe me, I've been through it. I've been through many psychologists, and not every psychologist is the same. And I'm going to be honest with you. So there's going to be some of them you just can't seem to connect with them. They're not understanding where you're coming from. But then you're going to find the good ones that could really work with you and say, hey, I got you. I do understand. And those are the ones that you want to keep working with because that's your way of finding a way to heal and get the help that you need. Me, I haven't been in therapy in a long time. But like I said, I have great support system and family and also my faith. And yes, I go through bouts of depression from time to time, but I best be sure I keep pushing forward. And it's not because I'm suppressing anything, because believe me, I deal with everything that I go through. And I'm staying very conscious of, what I've learned through these experiences. And from time to time, I do get triggered. It could be something that someone does, or things that creep up out of nowhere. But one thing for sure, I make sure that I will never let anything hold me down and make me feel like I can't do anything in life. I will not let anything, no insecurities of my past or people say you can't do it. Yes, you can. And people, please, I've seen my heart goes out. I'm going to say this. My heart goes out to anybody who is going through situations that is really triggering and hard physically and mentally. The purpose I put this video out today is because of the fact that I've seen a lot of videos on TikTok of women being abused mentally and physically abused. And I'll be that one advocate that I will never stand with anybody to say sit in that situation. Never. If you are being abused, get out. Do it for yourself. Do it for your children. Because you know what? You are very important. No matter who the partner is, if you're a woman or a man going through a situation like that, no partner is worth your life. No partner. You are very important. I will never advocate to anyone to stay in a situation like that. Please be known, I'm praying for everyone who's going through a very hard time. Because even though I'm a survivor of abuse, but I'm very grateful to get out of that situation. I'm just going through the last remnants of it. But the ones who are sitting there day in and day out being abused, get out. Because you know what? No partner is worth. No partner is worth it. I'm sorry. That's not love. That is definitely not love. And nobody should be tolerating that type of abuse. Anyone who is going through this, I will put a link of the National Domestic Violence Hotline. If anyone needs services or a place that they could go and stay in refuge so you could get yourself together, I will link it in the description box. Please do this for yourself. And if you're not in a situation of abuse and you are just feeling very depressed because of what life is throwing at you, reach out through the hotline too. Because it's important for you to keep pushing. Don't let life take you down. Don't let anyone take you down and make you feel like you're not important. Because you are very important. For yourself, even for your children. I know this video seems a little bit random, but I felt that it was very necessary. Because, again, we need to stand up with each other. And I might not have the degrees in the wall to say, hey, you know, I'm a psychologist, I'm trained for this. No. I'm very much a humanitarian. I can't even say the word. But I'm humanitarian. And I think that we need to help each other as a community to lift each other up. Alrighty, so thank you again, everyone. Keep me in your prayers because I'm with you guys. We are going to survive this. We will survive even after abuse. We will continue to survive and keep pushing forward. Alrighty, so thank you for viewing my content. Please, anyone who sees this video, give the videos a like because it might help somebody to know that they're not alone. And there is help, even through YouTube community, and they could get the services that they need. Alrighty, so please, everyone, try to stay safe. And I will pray for everyone. Thank you for viewing my video again, and I will see you soon in my next video.